Hi, and welcome to another video by Get It Done Home Repairs. Today I'm going to show you how to seal coat a driveway. You could pick up the material to seal coat it and the tools that you need in a big box store or just about any local hardware store. Seal coating is always a good idea. It preserves your driveway and it'll last a lot longer than if you did not seal coat it. So let me show you what it looks like, and then I'm going to show you how we're going to do it here. This is what happens when the driveway gets older. As it starts to get older, it starts to crack, and if left untreated, it winds up being a problem. So we're going to do that seal coating on here. The seal coating is going to fill in all of these little cracks that you see in here. Now this here, that used to be that line that you see right there, that used to be a basketball court. But all right, so let's get our tools out and we're going to get started. But that's what it looks like. Just so you have an idea. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start in the back corner over here, and we're going to work our way from the back corner all the way over here, and then up through the garage area, back over in this area here. We want to make sure we don't seal coat ourselves into a corner. So we're going to come in here, we're going to spray down the material over here, and then we're going to squeegee it off to get a nice even coat. So, all right, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to come in here with with either a broom or a leaf blower or some kind of a blower to clean off all of the dirt or any kind of leaves or anything that may be still laying on the blacktop. So we're going to come in here, we're going to blow this off with a leaf blower, and then we're going to start to apply the seal coat. Okay, now at this point we're going to come in here with a broom. We're going to clean up any of the heavy pockets of dirt that you see on here. The broom that we're using is it's a wire bristle broom, or it's a very, very firm brush. So we're trying to clean out any of the damp spots and get all of that liquid and all of the dirt that's in the cracks out. And the next thing we're going to do is, after we use the broom on it, we're going to come in here with a leaf blower, and we're going to blow all of the dirt and all of the stuff that we scraped away. We're going to clear that all out in preparation of the new blacktop seal. And so we're going to blow it all the way down and clear it out, and then we'll continue. Next thing we're going to do then is we're going to come in here with all of the cracks. We're going to come around and we're going to fill in all of the small little cracks in there. In this case, we're using a hot tar, but there's lots of different things that you can actually use as well, other than the hot tar. They sell lots of different stuff in the stores, whether it's a silicone or it's some other type of material. But here we just pour that into the cracks. We come along with a hard flat rubber squeegee, and we flatten it all down so that the cracks are actually even with the rest of the pavement. I'm going to do that throughout the whole driveway before we continue and do anything further. Now we'll just let that dry for just a little bit, and once it dries, we're going to grab a bucket of the seal coating, and we're going to put it on the driveway, and we're going to paint around the corners, all around the corners. We're going to paint so that way when you get in there with the squeegee, you don't get the seal coating along the block or along the garage door or even on the concrete. So we'll spread it around with a very large brush, and then once we do that with the brush, then we'll come in with the material and we'll dump out the buckets and we'll start to spread it around. But we're going to do all of this throughout the whole driveway, from the front all the way to the back. Now we'll dump our buckets of blacktop sealer in the driveway, and we're going to dump it in different locations, and then we're going to spread it around with a very long flat squeegee so that we get an even coat throughout the whole thing. We're going to work it back and forth so we make sure we fill in all the cracks. And this is what the driveway looks like once you put the blacktop throughout the entire driveway from front to rear. That material will take a couple of days to dry, so we're going to close off the end of the driveway so nobody can get in there, and that's what the finished product looks like. Okay, so as you can see, seal coating is really not that difficult a job. It's fairly easy. The only thing is you just have to make sure that you clean off all of the dirt and any kind of weeds or whatever growing up through there first before you seal coat it. You see the prep time, the preparation before we seal coat it is what takes the time. Filling in all the cracks and then painting around the outside edges with a brush so we don't get the seal coating on the house or on the grass or whatever. So that's what takes the most amount of time. Make sure that you fill in all of the small little cracks first before you put the seal coating on it. In this case, we used a liquid hot tar that actually dries fairly quickly, but there's lots of stuff that the big box stores sell. And of course, you're going to need those squeegees and the brooms to actually spread that seal coating around. And that's it, we're all set. A couple of days of dry weather now. The blacktop will dry out, and then we'll be good for a year or two before we have to reseal it again, or possibly even longer. We'll have to see how it goes. All right, as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.